State Police Superintendent Doug Carter says that he's deeply worried by anti-Semitic rhetoric that he heard at the pro-Palestinian protest in Bloomington.
Carter sat down with our government reporter Garrett Bergquist to talk about that issue and criticism of how his troopers handled this weekend's protests.
Superintendent Doug Carter says this might be the most difficult situation he's faced in his 40 years in law enforcement. He says state troopers will protect students' right to free speech, but they also have to ensure the safety of everyone else on campus.
I want there to be peace down there. I'll do anything within my power. And with whatever relationship I have.
Carter went to Bloomington to watch some of the protests. Police arrested at least 33 people at Dunn Meadow on Thursday and another 23 on Saturday. Carter says they were arrested because IU officials determined they were trespassing under university policies. Protesters have criticized the state police for placing snipers on nearby rooftops. Carter says he put them there because of the potential for violence, especially a mass shooting. He says state police deploy snipers for any large-scale event. Did any of those sharpshooters point their rifles in the direction of the students on the meadow?
They were using the scope on the rifle to see who was down there and what the actions were of other people.
Could they have accomplished that with a spotter scope instead?
Yeah, again, we're looking at other options. There's lots of other options, but again, I worry about what most people can't even fathom. And again, I think we could have done a better job there, and I acknowledge that I take full responsibility for it.
Carter says he personally heard a number of anti-Semitic chants when he was on campus. He tells me state police are investigating multiple anti-Semitic threats, though he would not provide specifics.
I just simply don't understand the level of hate and wanting people to die. I don't understand that, me included. I don't understand that. So there's a lot to unpack here based upon what occurred the other day.
He says he wants everyone involved in the debate to understand the line between legitimate debate and hate speech.
We will protect the Jewish population or the Palestinian population or anybody in between as long as they live within the guidelines of rule and law. While there seems to be an initiative to try and fragment all of this into this group and that group, I really think that's a dangerous thing to do. What we're dealing with now is one view, one side, one version. And again, we've got to find a way to live peacefully. And the question that I would pose to anybody is, if we don't do what we're doing, what do you think we should do?
Carter says any criminal charges from the weekend's arrests ultimately are up to the Monroe County prosecutor. I'm Garrett Bergquist for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.